And I think we got ourselves a live stream, folks. Welcome, welcome, one and all, battery lovers, big and small. We're here to sell you lots of batteries. We've got, man, what rhymes with battery? I tried. Alright, let me get our chat pulled up so I can keep an eye out for questions. Would somebody be so kind as to close our door with the live sign on it? Alright folks, we are streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. My name's Nick, this is Brian. We're streaming to you live from Los Angeles. We're here to answer all your BatteryEVO questions. So it doesn't matter what step of your off-grid journey you're on, whether you're at the very beginning and you need to figure out how you're going to approach this, or you already got some panels but you want to figure out the best battery to store that excess energy with, let us know. We can help you get started. As you see behind us, we got our Komodo footage playing for you. Komodo is a innovative all-terrain battery tank, nothing else like it on the market, so be sure to ask us about that. We can talk about it all day long. We're going to keep an eye out for viewers funneling in here into the chat so that we can answer your questions. And while we're live, only while we're live, Brian and I are allowed to give you exclusive live stream discounts. So be sure to ask us questions, be sure to take advantage of that. You know, tariffs are going to be affecting our entire industry this year, but they haven't yet. Our prices are still at that nice sweet spot where they have been. So if you've been looking into getting an off-grid system, trying to save some money this year, let us know. We'll get you that discount now before prices go up. We'll go lower than any sale price on our website today. Do it while you still can. I'm not even kidding about that. It's going to be a crazy year, folks.
It's really hot in here.
Yeah. I got a fan, so.
Is the AC on you? You gotta put it to
Mike
like
White
40.
says, if I'm connected to the grid, will your batteries work? Yeah, so you don't have to be solar tied to save money using a Walrus battery or any of our other batteries. Though you can save money while you're connected to the grid by storing that energy during off-peak hours. So throughout the day, your electricity rate will change. This is across the board for every utility company. There are more busy hours in the day where prices go up. That's usually when people are getting home from work or in the morning. Everybody's using their power. But in the middle of the night, prices typically go down. That's when you want to set your battery to charge up. You'll be charging up with the cheap electricity and then set it to discharge into your home during those peak hours when it would be more expensive to take you off the grid during those hours. You can cut your electricity bill in half just by doing that, even without a single solar panel. Let us know if you got any other questions, Mike. We are keeping an eye out on the chat, and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon. That's called time of use settings.
Alright, so what should we talk about?
We can talk Komodo, we can talk tariffs, we can talk conspiracies.
Let's talk conspiracies.
I knew you were going to gravitate towards that one.
So last time we were here, we told everybody we would run out of product because we sell everything way too fast.
And we did.
And that's exactly what happened.
That we did. We sold our walruses way too fast. So we got a back order on walruses right now because we have sold out. I would recommend, if you're interested in a walrus, anybody listening, locking it in at one of our discounted live stream prices if you can. because we will honor our price that we are giving right now into the future. But in the next few months, we are expecting, I mean, across the board, all lithium batteries, you're gonna see prices go up quite a bit. So we're recommending, not just during our live stream to get the live discount, although you should, but we're recommending in general, anyone who's looking into getting a battery backup system that's lithium ion based, consider doing so now before prices go up. Don't wait till summer. Mike White says, I have solar. Awesome. So if you have solar, then you are in an even better situation. You'll be able to charge up using those solar panels and take your home off the grid. Depending on the battery capacity, you can go 100% off the grid 100% of the time, or during those peak hours, which are certain parts of the day, just to do a grid tied / solar setup. Depends on your needs, depends on your home. Are you interested in backing it up with a battery and an inverter? Do you already have an inverter? Let us know if this is something you're interested in. We'll help you work out what might be a good fit for your home. Also, it might help us to know about the square footage or rough size estimate of the home, what appliances are being used, if you're taking your HVAC, air conditioning off as well. All those things can help us estimate how much battery storage is the best for you.
I'm not in the mood, so don't ask us anything. All right.
Brian's cranky.
Off grid. What are we talking about?
We're talking to Mike White about batteries. You guessed it, batteries. If anybody else is just joining us, feel free to ask us anything. We are here to help you guys out. My name's Nick, this is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. We'll answer any of your questions, whether you're looking for a whole home battery system to take yourself off the grid, or you're looking for a lithium battery for your golf cart, RV, or anything else. We got you covered. We'll help you make the most of it. Again, tariffs are going to be raising our prices in the next few months, so we recommend moving now if you've been interested before the price is raised. If you lock in something soon, we'll honor that price into the future, even if when our prices do raise.
We were told to tell you that the tariffs is one thing, but alongside that, the price of lithium will increase over time. Just generally speaking. So it has nothing to do with the tariffs, just the price of lithium will go up. So if you're a person who is interested in any lithium product, just know we told you, just like we told you we'd sell out, just like we told you the SCE solar rebates would go down, just like we told you that the price of solar grid-tied installations would go up, just like we told you, what else did we tell them?
I mean, everything you've said right now is very true.
We told everybody.
Yeah, no,
Nobody believed us.
We've been dropping warnings here and there
They
about
always
things
just
to
say,
come.
we'll just wait till later. You'll
Yeah.
drop the price anyway. And then how do I drop the price of something that doesn't exist?
There
Explain
you
this
go.
to me.
There you go.
You know? If you are in California and you have a grid-tied install, you might have noticed that you are spending more on your electricity because the rebates back in 2024, they took them off. I think it used to be like 75%, and now it's like 24% or something like that. So the amount of rebates you were collecting has gone down by a lot. And the solar installations are not getting cheaper. The solar grid-tied installations are not getting cheaper. And solar grid-tied installations do not help you during power outages. They might help you save some money on your electricity bills, but it's not seeming like it's doing that much anymore. Because as you know, the sun's only out in the day, and during the day you're at work. So all you're basically doing is collecting solar for the electricity company. They're sucking it back up, taking it back to their power plant, and when you get home at night when there's no sun, they sell it back to you at a higher cost than when you generated it at. So not only are they charging you to generate the solar, they're taking the solar, they're selling you back the solar at a higher cost. But if you have solar and your neighbors don't have solar, where do you think the solar company is getting the energy to sell to your neighbors? It's your solar panels.
Your house. That does happen a lot. We actually did a video breaking down why contractors push panels only, because this happens to a lot of folks where they'll get just the panels on their home, and then they find that they're not saving as much money as they wanted to, and that maybe they overspent on panels, getting more money on, or getting more panels on their home than they need, spending more money on the panels themselves than they had to. The two main reasons are, one, what Brian said, it's encouraged because it is part of the utility service economy, is to run solar from customers' homes and sell it back to customers who are not using solar. The other reason is the contractors are given commissions off of panel sales specifically, not battery sales. So when you have a contractor pull up to your house, they're usually going to really push the panels. Now, to make the most of solar energy, it is recommended to back it up with a battery and run it into your home using a sub-panel that's separate from your main electrical panel. The reason you want to do that is because it bypasses your utility company and allows you to take control of your own energy usage. So whether it's time of use settings like we mentioned earlier, or storing up your solar energy to use when you choose, you have way more control that way. Additionally, with a battery, you're going to be protected during power outages. You can use it as a generator to keep your essential appliances running for hours, if not days. And you can't do that with just solar panels, because when they're grid tied, if your solar panels are going right into your main electric panel, when the grid's out, those panels are useless. You know, the power's not being routed anywhere if the panels don't have somewhere to store the energy. So that's where your solar battery comes in.
Maybe we should have, remember how we used to have the moderators, like that team, in the chat? Maybe we should have a little bit of that.
Yeah, want to get Jesse in here?
Shadar, or maybe can you just let them know, like have maybe one moderator in the chat in case so they can just type back and forth?
We got our eye on the chat as more folks funnel in. Again, my name's Nick, this is Brian. We are here to answer all of your BatteryEVO questions. So ask away, we got you covered.
We're in this super hot room just so we can go live for batteries. If you ask any questions, we're just wasting energy.
You know, it's hot today in LA, it's getting warm again. I was outside filming all morning, standing in the sun. I'm feeling a little drained from that. But that's not going to stop me from answering your questions. I'm dedicated to the battery Q&A lifestyle.
If anyone in here is a solar installer, an electrician, or anything like that, hit us up in the chat or hit up this number. You might be rewatching this later down the line in the future. Text the number you see up on the screen. Let us know who you are. Like, just say your name, what you do, whatever. If you're a business, you can potentially get better incentives on any battery products that we have. You gotta chat with us. Otherwise, just sitting in a hot room talking to a camera. It's sad. What did you film today?
We filmed a bunch of warehouse stuff, so we're really emphasizing the manufactured in America aspect of how we do things around here to show people that while the tariffs are going to affect us and this whole industry across the board, one edge that we have here in BatteryEVO is that we are manufacturing all our batteries right here in Los Angeles. So I filmed our team doing that. A lot of cool shots. They actually lifted me up on the forklift. So we put that
yeah, we saw that
platform, yeah, and they lifted me up like 15 feet in the air so that I could get shots of everybody working from above. And then outside we hooked up the Komodo system to a air pump, a welding machine, a whole bunch of stuff, and had some of the guys working off of it. So I filmed that as well.
Trying to get the YouTube live thing on the website if you're having tech issues. That usually helps people come to the feed. If the chat doesn't pick up, maybe this might be one of those where we just have to.
Yeah, if it doesn't pop off, then I hop off.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm rhyming too much. Need to stop.
Yeah.
Tommy, did we send this stream out to the masses of the world?
We did, yeah.
Okay, well then I'm waiting for you guys.
People decide they want to click in You changed the link over there on the thing, right? Like the YouTube link? Oh, so yeah, nothing works.
If anybody's just joining the stream now, welcome. My name's Nick, this is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. We are here to answer all your questions and help you out on your off-grid journey. Let us know what you're trying to get done and we'll make it a reality for you. We'll make you, we'll help you understand it. It can seem like a pretty arduous task getting your home set up with solar and battery storage and all that. There's so many variables. It can be overwhelming when you're at the beginning of it. But that's why we're here. We'll answer your questions. We'll give you our suggestions. We have our technical experts in the room with us who we can defer to when we get really into the nitty-gritty. So let us know what you need. We got you.
Get remember I used to drop the snippet? Do you still do that?
No, but you should get something on your TV though. I think it was good the last stream we did. I liked you breaking down the kilowatt hours on all the batteries. That was good.
I guess maybe we should tailor the live stream. Like, we usually go based on the chat, but then sometimes people watch it back later and I think that sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, sometimes we just gotta yap.
Last time people got mad at us because we were talking to Rooster Bear, which I think is unfair considering Rooster Bear is the
Rooster Bear
user of all time.
Rooster Bear is our #1 fan for sure. Every day I wake up and I like tell myself I'm doing this for Rooster Bear.
I also say the same thing. And so if people are upset that we're chatting with Rooster Bear, that's not fair. Because Rooster Bear's been here since day one, you just got here. And you're not asking nothing in the chat. So we will tailor this chat specifically for Rooster Bear if that's the case.
I might get a tattoo of a Rooster Bear.
Alright, maybe today we should do grid tied solar.
Yeah, let's break this down.
This is not the best way of doing stuff, but you know what? It works. It works. Grid tied solar. Anybody needs graphic design, let us know. We can open a plan. So today's topic is grid tied solar. Is it worth it? Is it too late? Are you screwed?
Short answer, yes you are screwed, but you can save money on your power bill.
Okay, grid tied solar. Should we get in trouble today?
I would love to get in trouble today. I could use a little excitement in my life.
We have just been given a little bit of adversity. People are afraid of our ability to give out discounts on YouTube. But as always, we don't listen to anybody. So if you text the number on the screen, we've been told not to give out any discounts.
That's not happening.
But that's probably not going to happen. So if you want a battery, if you were looking to buy a battery, you can really buy it. I'm not should we just make it hard? Let's put on some.
Hey, we can open that door back.
What's
we can get some airflow
What's
in
the
here.
name of those, like, it's called sweatsuit? We should just wear that in here while we do this live.
Yeah, do like the garbage bag method.
Yeah. Where's the picture? There's a picture, I think it's Chris' house, right? Because that one shows like the solar panels on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm gonna bring in a. Can't see the live chat, if anybody's asking.
Randy L says, what is the solar input on the Walrus G4? It's a good question, Randy. Thanks for asking. I actually got this answer.
90 to 230 volts PV inputs.
There you
or
go.
rated up to 4,500 watts of solar. The kit that we provide you is more than enough than what you'll need for the G4 if you want to go off-grid. If you're doing a grid-tied solar install, you don't need to worry about the solar input because you'll just do grid-tied input. AC input. What is your current setup? Are you trying to go off-grid or grid-tied? This is a good one.
Thanks again for the question, Randy. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know. We are here to help out. Randy, what are you looking to use that Walrus G4 for? Is this for your home? Going off the grid? Do you already have panels? Tell us a little bit about what you're trying to accomplish. We can chime in with some suggestions and tips. If you have any other questions, let us know. Off-grid. Walrus is a great pick for that. If you're at the very beginning, like Brian said, we have that kit that includes the 4,500 watts of solar panels. Very helpful. Power up that Walrus completely. What's the size of your home? If you want to be fully off-grid, like 100% of the time, it helps us to know the size of your home so we can estimate about how much battery capacity that's going to take. Oh, you already have 60 panels. Okay.
Okay.
You're set on panels then.
Yeah, you're set
That
on
is for
panels.
sure.
Alright, so we're talking grid-tied solar then. So he's got about 60 panels. Do you know the wattage that you're bringing in? Do you know how much each panel is in wattage? How much total you're bringing in? Oh, I've just been told that the G4 has a stronger MPPT and can handle up to 8 kW worth of solar on the PV input though. So what is the
Looking to use it to run a 5-ton AC.
the G4 could potentially do it, but you might still want, I mean, it's hard to say, but
You'll want a soft starter.
how many panels did you say? 60 something?
60
Honestly,
panels.
you should probably just consider the Pacific Pro.
Honestly,
If you
yeah,
have that many
Pacific.
panels and you want a 5-ton AC, that's just going to get you a much stronger inverter. And then you put a soft starter with the in between your AC and your main panel, so you offset the load. But you would consider, so recommendation for anybody who's doing 4-ton and 5-ton ACs and want to take them off the grid, Pacific Pro is the way to go. If you want to just do backup for power outages, the AC is not considered a necessity, it's more of a luxury item. So in case of power outages, do not run your central AC. If you really, really, really need AC system in your home and you want to run a smaller battery pack like G4 or G3, we recommend mini splits. If that's not ideal for you, it's an inverter thing. Those 5-ton ACs draw a lot of power. The AC thing is also similar to the grid-tied solar thing, where the HVAC guys, they're getting paid on installing the biggest system possible, just like the solar. So if they sell you a 5-ton AC or whatever it is, or if it already came with the home, it's basically like a cost thing. Like you're putting the 5-ton AC in there because it's the most expensive thing that it might be overkill, you know? Now, if your home is really that large and it requires that 5-ton AC, you want to take it off the grid, you might need some PV solar panels and a strong enough inverter to do it. The G4 can potentially do
Tier
it
Smoke
with
is back. Welcome, Tier Smoke.
with a soft starter, but for sure the Pacific Pro can do it with a soft starter. And it's got enough battery capacity
Rooster Bear in the
to
chat.
sustain the AC.
Good afternoon, Rooster Bear. Yeah, Randy, Brian's 100% correct. If you're looking for something to be able to take that AC off the grid, and with as many panels as you have, I would also recommend that Walrus Pacific Pro. I dropped a link for you, which will take you to that product. It's got a higher power inverter. It's got larger capacity than the Walrus G4, so you can store more energy at a time. and you'll be able to more reliably run that 5-ton AC. Now the G4 is capable, but for your needs, and especially considering it's for a shop, I would recommend that Pacific Pro. Great product, and at the kilowatt hour capacity it is, for the price that it is, you can't really beat it. Again, we were talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but tariffs are affecting everything across our entire industry. Lithium, solar energy, prices are going up this year, it's inevitable. So we've been recommending to people not to wait till summer. Summer is usually when people spring on these kind of things, because that's when it's hot, that's when your bills are going up, it's at the top of your mind. You're like, all right, I'm gonna get this battery now and start getting serious about making the most of my solar. We would really recommend getting ahead of that, because it's going up. Now
Cheer Smoke's been in here a couple times asking questions. Cheer Smoke, are you planning on buying a battery pack and use it as hybrid for a shop? Randy's L. Oh, Randy's also back.
Randy says that's too much. Then in that case, either text us in, we'll try and hook you up with a discount, or that G4 is still going to work for you.
Yeah,
it can run that 5. It can run that HVAC. Now, we manufacture our products here in the United States. We're in Los Angeles, and I was actually just filming at our warehouse right down the street, about a 10-minute drive from here. That's where our guys are hard at work manufacturing your batteries every single day. A good bulk of our components are also manufactured here in America that we use for our batteries. We do have some international imports to finish up some products. It depends on which product we're using and which components it are. So really it's a case-by-case basis, but we manufacture our batteries here in the US. We are hopeful that we'll be able to hold our prices a little better than some of our competitors because of the fact that we build in the US. I know a lot of our competitors are importing the final product from places like China. But again, I'd really, if you've been considering getting your house backed up, I would get ahead of the tariffs and do it now before our prices increase, because it's going to be an industry-wide thing. Rand, if you got any other questions, let us know. We can help you get started with that Walrus G4. Again, anybody who is interested, text us in at the number at the top of your screen. That's 747-282-0538. Brian will get your text right here in this room and help you out with that exclusive live stream discount. Again, we're authorized to do that.
Told not to give out any deals.
They are nervous that we're going to give out too many deals today. So why don't you prove their fears correct? I have been yelled at on stream before for giving out too many good discounts. If you're a longtime viewer, you have seen it happen. I gave out what is called the Florida Man discount to a fellow Florida man, and I took some heat for that on stream, live in front of all you lovely people. And I'll do it again today. I'm not afraid of anything. If you want a deal, we'll hook you up.
Have you considered giving a Florida Man discount to someone not from Florida?
I could give a Florida Man discount to a non-Florida citizen, but only if you're in Wyoming. Tear Smoke, I hope you're having a good day. Rooster Bear, I hope you're having a good day. Randy, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mike, if you're still here, hope you're also having a wonderful day. We're here to answer your questions. We'll be doing this for a little bit longer. As long as the questions keep coming, we'll keep streaming. So let us know what you're trying to accomplish. My name's Nick. This is Brian. We're here to answer all your BatteryEVO questions.
Alright, so grid-tied solar. I don't know if the stream is caught up to what I'm showing here, but alright, grid-tied solar. So I have an image here that's displaying a home with solar panels and 4 bedrooms. I have a Walrus over here and with all the hookups all plugged in. So if you have a grid-tied solar system, this whole setup, the panels are already going into your main electrical panel. Your main electrical panel looks like this one here on the left-hand side. Okay, so the solar goes into your main electrical panel, and then the meter will run forward and backward. When it's running forward, it's because you're using up electricity. When it's running backward, it's when you're generating solar and selling it back to the grid.
So we got a couple chats here. Rooster Bear says, day would be better if the stimulus check would come in. I would love one of those too. Sign me up. Randy says G4 $5,000. Yeah, so G4 is around that price point. Be sure to look for the discount codes you can use on our website.
You gotta text in though. We can't give out any deals over the live stream.
Do text us in. We can lower that price for you a little bit if you text that number at the top of your screen. And let me talk a little bit about our pricing. We actually broke this down on our live stream last week. But as far as the industry goes, BatteryEVO is proud to have the lowest price per kilowatt hour of storage on the market. That means that for every kilowatt hour of energy you can store in your battery, we have the lowest price. If you compare us to the Powerwall, to the EcoFlows, Generac, any of our competitors, you'll see that they are not cheaper for storage. And again, those prices, those are going up this year for sure, guaranteed, not just us, but everyone else. It's been a big day today as far as tariff news goes, if you guys have been keeping your eyes on the news today. That 125% increase to China tariffs is guaranteed to affect this entire industry. So again, we are encouraging you guys to be proactive and get ahead of it. If you are serious about backing up your solar energy, you will regret not doing it now, because it's going to be very expensive to do so later. How much is it, who in here knows how much the average price is for the Powerwall at the moment? Because Powerwall averages like 13.5 kilowatt hours. G4 has 23 kilowatt hours.
That was 7 for the Powerwall.
I think Powerwall 2 has 13.5.
And do we know the price? I don't know.
I'll look it up.
I think it starts at around 9,000.
Yeah, okay, so Tesla Powerwall 3 is 13.5 kilowatt hours, and it's running about $8,400 to $9,000 per unit. So we're talking $9,000 for a 13 kilowatt hour battery from Tesla versus the Walrus G4, which is $5,000 for more than 10 kilowatt hours more of capacity. So keep numbers like that in mind when looking at our prices. We do have a lower price for storage capacity than anyone else. We'll run those numbers all day long against any of our competitors. It's one of our favorite things to do. Not gonna beat those prices. Same features, you know, we got the integrated inverter, fully customizable. You can set your time of use settings, and the Walrus is on wheels. It's more compact, not going to take up your whole garage. I see a couple folks joining the chat. Welcome. My name is Nick. This is Brian. We're here answering BatteryEVO questions. We're talking tariffs. It's a hot topic. I see an FDT in the chat. Let us know what we can do for you. We want to help you guys out on your off-grid journeys. If you guys have been listening for a little bit, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It always helps when we see those likes come in. Helps the YouTube algorithm know that we're doing a good job in our niche of solar energy. Tier Smoke says, will you ever make an outdoor / cold weather system? Yes, we will. We actually already have one in the Komodo system. Now, the Komodo is not your traditional battery system. It's not really like a replacement for the Walrus per se. It has all the same features, but the Komodo is more of a large industrial tool. It's that all-terrain tread battery tank that you can drive around on any surface. So that is weather resistant. That is outdoor ready, of course. And as we've developed that system, we are going to be able to integrate those features into other products. The tank. E Evangelista says, getting my Kong 22 kilowatt hours plus 12.5 inverter tomorrow. Can't wait. Please say thank you to Ken. He's been helpful a lot. We will definitely pass along that thank you. We've had a couple people say kind things about Ken in the chat. He's one of our customer service reps. Glad to know that he was helpful for you. If you have any questions for us about that Kong setup or what you're going to be experiencing tomorrow to set it up, we are happy to walk you through that. Tier Smoke says, my wife would kill me. I guess that makes sense, you know. Surprise battery tank in the driveway.
I don't know. Could be a good gift.
That's a stocking stuffer.
Dude, it is so hot. I know, dude.
We need some better AC in this room. Guys, like the stream so that they can upgrade our air conditioning in a marketing office, please.
Where is that? $4. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it cooling you off?
Again, my name's Nick. This is Brian. We are here to answer all your BatteryEVO questions. Whether you're at the very beginning of your solar off-grid journey and you haven't put a single panel on your roof yet, we can help you get started. Or if you got all those panels and are just looking for the right way to store it, we can help you there. John from Houston, Texas. We spoke last week. Yep, that's right. I remember you, John. Good to talk to you. Tier Smoke says you guys got to offer some solar AC equipment. We do have a list of recommended products on the Walrus page, for example, of things such as the Soft Start. That'll help you with your AC. Thanks for joining in the chat. Be sure to give us a like. If anybody's just rolling in right now, again, Brian and I are going to answer all your BatteryEVO questions. We'll help you get started on that off-grid journey.
You have to text us.
Yeah, be sure if you want to make the most of the live stream, text us in at 747-282-0538. Get the best price you can before those tariffs hit, and they will be hitting.
And before the price of lithium goes up, and before your price of your electricity goes up, and before someone tries to sell you a $40,000 solar install.
Before somebody tries to sell you a $40,000 dozen of eggs.
Yeah. Off-grid chicken coop with the G3.
Oh, let's do it. I'm all about it.
I mean, do they need electricity?
I mean,
Incubator.
they need, there's incubators, they need the lights, you know. Probably, I mean, it depends on, you could have a smart coop.
How many chickens can you successfully farm? On your own, no help. I think like I got
Me,
like,
personally?
Yeah, personally. Remember when you have the chickens, you must have, I think, 1 to 2 roosters.
Throw 4 at me, and I'll
4
make
chickens?
it work, yeah. What I really want is quail, because I got an apartment right now. I want to sneak some quails in there.
How many quails do you think you can successfully farm?
Oh,
apartment?
I'll take 6 quail easy.
Easy?
Easy. I have actually done a good amount of research on quail. But Tier Smoke says, do you still offer the Walrus as a 48-volt system?
No, the Walrus G3 was never a 48-volt system. The Pacific is.
Walrus Pacific is a 48-volt system. That is in stock. We sold out a lot of our other Walrus systems, so if you're interested in Walrus, be sure to ask
You have
us.
that, right? Tier Smoke, what are you looking to do? We're basically, with the questions you're asking, we're rifling off the specs here. What we need is questions about power, so we can talk about power. All the specs are on the product pages. What we need is questions about what you're trying to power, so we can
And if
tell
you
people-
already have an inverter and are looking for a 48 volt to match with it, look into the King Kong 2. That is one of the best value items out there. The difference between the two. So the Walrus G4 is a smaller system. That's the image you see behind Brian. I'll make Brian's screen a little bit bigger here. Smaller 23 kilowatt hour system is still a great capacity, but the Walrus Pacific is much larger capacity at 64 kilowatt hours, so that's almost 3 times as much capacity. It'll last you much longer on a single charge. They both have the inverter included, so inverter, you're going to have a similar situation, but the main difference is the capacity. It's a much, much larger capacity. Again, let's use the Powerwall as an example. I know a lot of people who have a Powerwall in their home. The Powerwall 3 is 13.5 kilowatt hours of capacity. The Walrus Pacific, which runs at a similar price, is 64 kilowatt hours. So that's like 5 times as much capacity as a Powerwall. Tier Smoke says 2-bed cabin and a travel trailer for now. That sounds like a situation where you would definitely be good with a Walrus G4. You would be good at a Kong plus inverter. If you're looking for an all-in-one system, that's really where our Walruses are. That has the battery and the inverter as one. But you could buy one of our 48-volt battery systems like the Kong or the Rhino and pair that with a different inverter to run that. Now, the size of your 2-bed cabin and trailer probably, to be honest, don't demand that 64 kilowatt hour capacity, and the Walrus Pacific is much larger. So for the size of the buildings and operations you're looking to power, I might recommend something more like the Rhino 4 if you're looking for a 48 volt system. Rhino 4 has 40 kilowatt hours of capacity, but is much more compact. I see a couple new people rolling into the chat too. My name is Nick, this is Brian. We're talking to Tier Smoke right now about their 2-bed cabin and travel trailer, how to take it off grid with a 48 volt system. We were talking to E Evangelista, aka John from Houston, about his Kong 22 kilowatt hour that's coming in tomorrow. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We got our eyes on the chat. We are here to help you on your off-grid journey. Whether you're looking for a whole home ESS, a golf cart battery, an RV battery, or anything else, let us know. We'll help you get started. Even if you're at the very, very beginning of your off-grid journey, we can help you figure out how many panels you'll need for your size of your home, things like that. Let us know. Thanks for those of you who have asked questions and liked the stream so far. Appreciate every one of you guys hanging out with us on this Wednesday afternoon. Tier Smoke, text us in if you haven't already. That's 747-282-0538. It's the number at the top of your screen. Get us in trouble today. I want to give out an exclusive live stream discount so good that it makes my manager cry. Okay, so if you already have a 48 volt system and it's time to upgrade that power and capacity, I strongly recommend the Rhino 4. That's a really good price per kilowatt hour. It's a standalone system. It's one of our newest ones, so it's got all the great new bells and whistles. It's a nice sleek unit, compact, will fit well in with your system and the type of space that I'm imagining you have. Rhino 4. I'll drop a link for you so you can take a look.
Anybody else got any questions? Your smoke was in the chat.
And I'll drop it to you without the inverter included, but we can include an inverter with it if you were to need that.
So every person that asked the chat, let's turn up the thermostat like an extra degree or two.
Oh my
and
god.
let's just see how. What do you think, Chris?
Oh no.
That's,
I'd rather be cozy today, huh?
cozy in the summer? That should not be
I
allowed.
got Ugg boots on, bro. Ugg boots when it's hot, it's crazy.
Hey, hot chinos are hotter when it's hot outside, huh?
John says, so if I want to add another battery later, can I only add a 72 volt battery to match my 72 volt King Kong?
Correct.
Yep. If you, whatever the voltage is on your setup, you want to make sure those are matched. So if somebody, like yourself, if you have a 72 volt battery, 72 volt inverter, and you want to expand to plug into that King Kong 2 for extra storage, you need another 72 volt system. That's why for Tier Smoke, we are referring to the Rhino 4, because that's a 48 volt system, to match their already existing setup. Luckily, there are good options in both voltages. 72 and 48 are very common for these type of solar setups. Tier Smoke says, hot, it's 40 degrees outside. Tier Smoke, where are you? I want to go there. I was filming outside all morning today at our manufacturing warehouse, several hours out in the sun, wearing this beanie. Cooked my brain. We're in Los Angeles, it's warming up here. Are 72 volt widely available? It seems like 48 volt are more used. Yeah, 48 volt is more common, but there are 72 volt options that are widely available, not just from us, but some of our competitors as well. 48 is more common, but 72 is widely available and is a good standard.
48 volts is more common, correct, as Nick said. 72 volts is just what we did to be able to create a little bit more efficient system. So higher voltage, less strain on the battery packs.
It allows us to run higher draw out of the inverter by being at that 72 voltage. So you're actually getting a benefit there that a 48 volt system wouldn't have. Tier Smoke's in the DC suburbs. I like DC, I've been there a few times. Nice and chilly over there for you today. I'm jealous. Maybe at that temperature for you, you could use some warm. You know, maybe you're jealous of us over here. The grass is always greener though. I'm sweaty. I want cold. A couple more folks rolling in the chat. Welcome, guys. My name's Nick. This is Brian. We're here to answer your questions.
Anybody has a cool car they want to sell me?
Brian needs a
Put it
car,
in the
guys.
chat. We need the chat to go off, or Nick's gonna turn this off. It's way too hot in here to not have chats.
As you can see, we're getting a little cranky in here.
Just assume
Then I'm getting. I'm home.
20 acres in the woods and peace and quiet. Man, now I'm really
20
jealous of you.
acres.
I want some 20
How
acres.
fast can you run the perimeter of your 20 acres? Alright, by the way, we actually have a kayak for sale. Wanna
We
put
do
it
have
up
a
on the
kayak
site?
for sale.
What? Can they just sell?
Yeah, you want to list the kayak on the site?
You have one kayak. Cybertruck for sale. Trade for a system. What do you guys got? Okay, so there's Cybertruck for sale. Pricing, miles, pictures. Send. Should I get a Cybertruck? What do you think, Tommy? Cybertruck, yeah or nay? Oh wait, Tommy doesn't like electric vehicles. I forgot. No matter how obscure the shape of the car is. Taycan? Okay. He likes the
Tommy's
bougie
like,
stuff.
fine, I'll settle
As
for a
we knew.
Porsche.
Tommy only likes the bougie stuff, so. Sardar, Cybertruck. I might have to take up 3 parking spots for that though. So you're out of parking spots, Sardar. I'm taking yours for sure.
That's just how Cybertruck drivers do things.
Yeah, huh? I'm parking like this, horizontally across. I don't think anybody here has a Cybertruck, huh? We got Ford Lightnings, we have Teslas, we have the VW. It's got the VW one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like W's Lightning, the electric
Lightning?
pickup truck.
He's
It's
got the
pretty
Lightning
cool.
and the Mercedes EQ4. How much for the Cybertruck? Put in the chat. I mean, we might as well. I mean, it's kind of related. It's EV. You could charge an EV car with the Komodo. You could also utilize a sub panel, wire it up to your electric charger to a sub panel, wire up your EV charger to the sub panel, and then allow the G4 to use the battery pack's power to use the EV charger, so you could basically offload your EV charger at home.
John, you're right. You do have that self-parking. I'm just
So you
kidding.
could, it's got self-parking?
I'm just being a little jokester. Yeah, we filmed a video on how to ground your BatteryEVO product in order to use it as a direct EV charger. I'm editing that. I got a lot of videos in the pipeline right now. That's one of them.
I had a very important meeting with another business and I missed that so that I could use YouTube Live. I told them wait.
So you heard that, guys. We gotta text in Brian because he's making personal sacrifices for you.
I also got a message in from the Kentucky Sustainable Living. They want us to sponsor the event. So I guess they have a whole bunch of people in Kentucky who want sustainable living. Maybe I just send you this.
Yeah, shoot it my way. I'll take a look.
And then maybe we'll figure out how to either sponsor the event or go out there. I'll just send you
On Monday, I drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas to film something and then drove back that same afternoon. That's 10 total hours of driving I did on Monday for the battery
for the
content.
people.
And I'll do it again. I'll drive to Kentucky. I'll do it on a bicycle if you guys want me to. Tear Smoke says 1984 K1500. That is a Chevy Classic. Brian, you want to buy that classic car off of Tear
1984
Smoke?
K1500. We can talk about anything. But we do have to come back to the batteries, but this is kind of badass.
It's a cool car. I was just looking at
It's
it.
up on the screen right here. Tommy, you're an eight. Like this, with this setup, it's kind of sick. Oh, it's kind of cool.
It's cool. Did you pull up to the office in that? Kind of a flex.
to the lithium battery company where
Oh yeah.
this is not eco-friendly. What does this get, like miles to the gallon, like 4?
I still want to do a video at some point where we take a car and retrofit it to be an EV. I think that would be a great piece of content.
We need to do something like that. This thing is so sick.
I know Dan's interested in doing something like that too. With his, he's got his brother who does stunt cars and stuff. We should do that.
Is it running? Does it run? If it doesn't run, it's okay too. This is
I've seen Brian buy not running cars with my own eyes before.
not running. This is sick. Alright, Tear Smoke officially has the coolest car in the chat. Oh, like this is cool too. This guy.
Tear Smoke says, I do miss living out west sometimes. Went to Oakland Elementary. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're basically family. 8 miles per gallon at best. That's rough.
8 miles
That's
per gallon
rough.
is crazy. And the gas here is like what, $5?
Yeah, man. I was getting like $4.50 a gallon out in Vegas on Monday.
Vegas should have been cheaper.
Yeah.
We're just in that era, huh?
Yeah.
Gas will never be cheap again.
Did you drive when you went on Sunday? You flew? That's what I should have
In and out.
done.
This is the first time I've done that to Vegas too. It's actually, technically, based on the way I calculated, the time frame is about the same if you consider parking, boarding, and all that stuff, but you don't have the exhaustion of the drive.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude, I was at one point on the drive back in particular.
You're nodding off?
I was getting a little nervous. I was like, I'm getting too tired here.
Yeah.
I had a drink in the car and I pulled the ice cubes out and put them on my eyes to wake myself up. I was like, I'm gonna freeze my eyeballs real quick so that I wake up.
I only did a round trip like that driving when I still had the Z for a UFC fight, and on the way back, the last few exits, I can't remember. I just remember telling my brother, like, just keep talking to me.
Yeah,
And then I just I would nod off, and then when I would come back in, I would just see the next.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, I was kind of there for a little bit on my drive back. It gets rough. I mean, doing it all in one day is rough. I drove 4.5 hours out there, went into our event that I was filming, and was in the event for only like 2 hours, and then 4.5
really?
hours
Oh,
back.
so you did a whole lot.
I literally was, I was just there long enough to film the video that we posted yesterday and to like hang out with the Atlas team for a little bit, and then I left. Tear Smoke says my F-250 is like 13 miles per gallon on diesel.
F-250, yeah, that's a much bigger truck. Diesel's a little cheaper. People jumping in and out of the chat. So it's the same. I mean, it's okay. Just keep talking in the chat. If
It's not
anybody-
our most populated, most exciting live stream we've ever had, but any live stream with Tear Smoke in it is a good one. Do text us in, guys. Brian gets lonely. He wants to see those texts come in. Tear Smoke wants to know if any of us have an EV.
I do not have an EV.
I don't. All the corporate level guys
I
at
don't
this
have a car.
company. Yeah, all the corporate level guys at this company have EVs. We're just marketing guys.
We're
Come on.
gas customers.
Yeah.
What's the radio on that?
John says my 100 amp sub panel was installed by one experienced electrician. Job is clean and well torqued, but I still want to be sure. Can you recommend an electrician in Houston? Brian, you want to pull up our installer map and see if we got anybody to recommend to John who's in the Houston area? I'm sure we do.
Yeah, Houston, we got some.
Yeah, we do have people in the Houston area for you, John. We will.
We have a lot actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right there behind Brian. You guys can see those are our installers in the Houston area. So let us know if one of those blue check marks looks really close to your part of town, John. We'll look you up. Make Brian's camera angle a little bigger here for you so you can see the map. Yeah, as you can see, we got a couple options here in Houston. We're not trying to dox you, but if one of those looks close to you, we can help you out. Watching from phone, can't see the map well. Well, in that case, Brian, you want to just pick one that's centralized? Or if you want to just let us know if you're south, east, north, or west side of Houston, we can pick one for you off of that. They're all good though. You can't go wrong with these guys. Can you send a map link? Are we able to send? Are we able to send out our installer map? Let's do it. Let's try it. Shoot me the link. I'll send it to John. Anyone with this link can view. Yep, we're in business.
All right, try it. Yeah, see if it works.
Southwest Houston. We dropped the link in there for you so you can take a look yourself. But now that we know you're Southwest Houston, looks like probably our folks at Brightwire Electrical will be the ones to help you. In fact, I see them all over that map there. Tear Smoke's asking, Evangelist, what system do you have? So, I can actually answer that because we hooked John, aka Evangelist, up with that system. They are their unit actually comes in tomorrow, and it is the Kong 72 volt setup with a inverter, one of our Walrus inverters. Tear Smoke says, love the background music. Thanks. That is, I wrote the lyrics to it, and it is all AI generated with the power of Suno.ai. If you haven't tried that, it's a free website AI software you can use to turn your original lyrics into music. Delivery company already called for tomorrow. Awesome. Glad that they are on top of it for you. Tear Smoke says, hope you can update us on your experience. Yeah, I'd love that too. We're going to be live streaming again on Friday afternoon. So if you want to hop in, John, and give us an update on Friday, that would be awesome for us and our viewers at that time. Chicken Jockey. Sorry, just had to throw that out there. Oh yeah, well, if you guys, speaking of chicken jockeys, if anybody wants some top tier, just AI slop brain rot that I made today, check it out on our YouTube shorts here, or our TikTok or our Instagram. It's just better if you just see it. I'm not even going to describe it. It's brain rot at its finest. It'll melt your brain. I think on Friday we gotta do a mega push and send out this stream to every single person that we know. So come join us on Friday. We're gonna have a larger audience next time. It's gonna be a hot chat, guaranteed. John says that they'll shoot some videos of the install, and they're gonna be using the free Knights plan. That's great. Super cool that you're gonna be using that time of use to get the free electricity. That's really great. Free electricity with no panels needed. Can't get better than that. Yeah, if John, if you do shoot video of that, please share it with us, and we often can give you a little thank you gift for a positive review, a little Amazon gift card. We've sent those out to people who have shared their reviews with us. So keep us in the loop. Want to see how it's going for you. Tear Smoke says they'll be hitting us up for the system soon. Yes, please. Let us know when you are ready. And again, anybody else who's ready for a system, you text us at that number, 747-282-0538. We'll give you that exclusive live stream discount, even if it gets us in trouble. Now, we do stream a couple times a week, so whether it's Friday or next week or the week after that, you know where to find us. Tear Smoke, what are you reacting to? Are you reacting to John's Nights Free plan? Are you reacting to something I said? There's a little delay on the stream, so I'm not sure what that is about. Everybody's just joining the chat. We'll be doing this for a little bit longer. I think I'm going to wrap us up at 4 p.m. That's in 6 minutes, aka 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's getting to that point. Been streaming for a little more than an hour now. We'll do a longer one on Friday. Sometimes we do 2 or 3 hour streams. Yeah, the free. So Texas does have Nights Free plan. In the middle of the night, they make the power free. That's why we always recommend folks in Texas to get even if you don't have power panels, just get the battery, store up that free energy at night so you can use it during the day. That way you get free energy at night and during the day. So I wish they did that over here in LA. Thanks, Tear Smoke. Appreciate that. And we got warranty on all of our products, so you'll be good for the long run. Definitely, when you move with the BatteryEVO product, be sure to text us because Brian and I can give you a little extra discount. We got the secret method.
I think you can kill the stream whenever you're ready. We have a bunch of stuff we have to fix on the
Yeah,
side.
we got a few other things not live stream related that we're gonna have to take care of before we wrap up our days here. So we are gonna be probably wrapping up this stream here in a few minutes. So text us in before we do that. The live stream discounts are only applicable when we're live. And again, we'll be back on Friday. Night, Tear Smoke. See you later. John says the competition is crazy in Texas between the utility companies. Yeah, I mean, here in LA, you pretty much don't have too many options to pick from. Everybody's on that PG&E. Give this a few more minutes on the stream, so I'm keeping an eye out if anybody's just joining. We'll be going for a little bit longer. Be sure to ask us your questions while you still can. Good night, John. We'll talk to you later. Keep us posted on that install. Thanks for dropping some likes. I see those likes on the stream. Appreciate that. All right, folks, I know I said 4 p.m. It's 3:57 p.m. I'm going to call it now. I got some emails I got to send, and I am a sleepy live streamer. It's been a good one. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to recap real quick everybody who joined us. Thanks for joining Mike White. Thanks for joining Randy L. Thanks Tear Smoke. Thanks Rooster Bear. Thank you John, aka Evangelist. Thank you guys all for your questions. Thank you for liking the stream. For any of you who are just joining, sorry you missed us. We'll be back on Friday to do this again. As always, we offer exclusive live stream discounts for live stream viewers. To get that, text us in We'll still be in the office for a little bit after the stream ends, so you can still text us at 747-282-0538. If you want to get a hold of me and Brian, we can give you a custom quote. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. Real quick, Joe says, nice Komodo videos. Thank you. It's that's kind of my thing.